got to be freaking kidding me. What the heck happened to it? The entire prison library has been completely ransacked. Look at all the barbed wire. There's so much of it. Oh, the blood trail led me all the way to here. Did I just find a bloody cooler? What the hell, dude? Guys, I gotta admit something to you guys, and this might shock a whole lot of you guys. Welcome to the abandoned Georgia State Hospital, where we are gonna be camping the night tonight, exploring some of the coolest and largest abandoned mental asylums, correctional facilities, and even a prison. So we are camping out the night here, and I gotta tell you guys, this place is eerie. Every building in this area is completely abandoned, even this abandoned fire station where we are gonna be camping tonight. If you hear all that loud background noise, that is a construction site. That is one of the prisons that we were supposed to be filming on this trip, but it's being torn down as we speak. There are like 15 other massive buildings, even more bigger than this one, that we're gonna be exploring. Hopefully they don't tear them down while we're inside. What y'all can expect in today's video is some camping, some exploring, some abandoned, and some adventure. And that's what you guys are here for. So smash that like button, because a lot of you guys aren't subscribing, but you are watching. So please subscribe and share these videos. First explorer of today is going to be that big abandoned mental asylum hospital building. We don't know what it is, but we're going to discover that as we go through it. This building is absolutely massive. So because there's so many and we want to make so many different content out here, we decided that we're going to keep it 2 hours per building. Door must be locked at all times. Let's go. Holy moly. This place is beautiful. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not seeing too much like destruction and graffiti. There's only like a little bit. Not too many people have actually been into any of these buildings. Yeah, this is giving me prison vibes. This definitely reminds me of like Walking Dead zombie vibes. I feel like they might have filmed a movie here. This kind of looks very, very familiar to me. What do you guys think? Something tells me this building is not gonna have much beds inside of it, like for the patients. This definitely was a hospital and not a correctional facility. The correctional facility is on the other side, which obviously we're gonna be going to that later. But this wasn't your average hospital. This was one of those hospitals where people were actually brutalized and bad things happened to them. And you did have a lot of mental health issues, you still do. But back then, doctors, they would treat these patients in the most inhumane way. So this place was called the Old State Asylum Complex in Midgeville, Georgia. It went by several names over time. Georgia Lunatic Asylum, Georgia State Sanatorium, and then eventually Central State Hospital. This place is so old, it literally opened up in 1837. So in the late 1800s, black patients and white patients were actually segregated in this place. Apparently there are underground tunnels under some of these buildings where the black patients were actually kept. They were doing treatments like insulin shock and electrotherapy on some of these patients. Some of these buildings were actually also used as hospital farms, so they can feed all the patients that were staying here. About 12,000 patients were actually in some of these buildings. Yeah, it definitely was severely overcrowded. So apparently a reporter in Atlanta exposed this place because what they found were doctors doing unofficial surgeries on some of the patients while they were drunk. Apparently they caught a nurse doing an unsupervised major surgery on a patient with no experience. There are over 25,000 patients that came here and died because of the doctors that were neglecting and abusing the patients. Apparently they're buried out here on the property somewhere. There's a mass grave and we're gonna find it. Just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a history while I kind of explore this place. There's obviously way more history to it. I haven't seen a staircase that goes upstairs yet. Kind of interesting, actually. On this adventure, I'm not really focusing too much on paranormal things. Although something just touched my neck. It could be a spider. There's a lot of spiders. I'm not focusing too much on the paranormal. I'm focusing on more of the history, the abandonedness, and what weird and terrible things happen in places like this. I wasn't joking around when I said I am camping on the property. You can see my RV all the way down there. All the way there, that's where we slept last night. Wow, this looks kind of cool. If I had to guess, this might have been a cafeteria area, maybe? They had like a cargo elevator, so they probably brought in like produce and stuff. This is creepy, but really cool to look at. Yeah, you can tell that this wasn't just your average hospital. This was a place where they didn't want patients escaping. Wow, this looks terrifying. Let's go see what's down here. Oh my goodness. All right, this is absolutely freaking terrifying. This is the basement, and this probably leads to the tunnels. I know I said I'm not doing paranormal, but as soon as I went down there, I instantly got terrified. It's a very bad feeling down there. Let's keep exploring this building and eventually we'll end up down below. Hello? I think there might be somebody here. Hello? Anyone here? Hello? That was scary. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm like on edge. That's how on edge I am right now. Such a strange feeling in this place. A really terrifying feeling. Yeah. I don't have to use this. But if there's someone lurking in the shadows and they're trying to fuck with me, especially out here in the area that we're in, this place is freaking terrifying. Okay, so we just made it up to the top floor. I think it's the 4th. We figured we'd walk it and work our way down. I'm not gonna show you guys the same repetitive stuff over and over. Yeah, this hallway definitely gives off like Stranger Things vibes, zombie vibes, Walking Dead. All the above. What the hell is all this shit? Oh, insulation. The fuck is that? Hello? I just shut off my camera and then something happened here. Hello? Oh fuck, it's a vulture. Oh. What the hell's going on? It's coming from all sides. Oh, that's a hawk. Oh my god, it's trapped in here. Yo, hawk, my boy, chill out, chill out. Dude. That's an actual hawk, not a vulture. What are you doing in here? I usually see vultures in here. Wow, you're so beautiful. Wow, look at that. Is that I can't tell if that's an eagle or a hawk. But that thing is gorgeous. Look at this thing. No, it's definitely a hawk. Hello? Hey, you good? All right, I'll leave you alone. All right, that's cool. I've never seen a hawk up close. I think it's a hawk. Well, that's a pigeon. That's a pigeon. There's a massive hawk in there. I didn't even notice this walking in here. I was in here, I didn't even notice that. It says, leave and help.
Maybe that hawk ate someone.
Maybe the hawk wrote it. I thought we were on the top floor already. What the hell is this for? Dude, this goes to the roof. Any demonic hawks living up here? All right, we're not gonna go up there. All right, let's head back down, floor by floor, seeing what's going on in this building. I feel like this building's gonna be mostly empty. If there's nothing downstairs, then I'm just gonna get out of this building and move on to the next. Okay, well this is something different. This whole building is empty, but this is the only floor so far that has some type of appliance that's dating back into those days. This is a chairlift where they would sit a person on it, strap him or her down, and dunk them into this tub. And then what they do is they take the wires and they electrocute them. I'm obviously joking about the electrocution part, but I'm pretty sure someone's done that. But this is just a tub. I think they would just give them like a clean, I think so. Hey, pigeon. All right. You can come on out. Where are you? Come on out. There you go. See you later. I just got attacked by another one. I let one pigeon out and that one came out of nowhere and went straight for my head. You need to leave too. I'm trying to help you guys out here. Come on out. Let's go. Get out. Let's go. Come on. There we go. No, the window's open, dummy. That window's open. I rescued one. At least I did my part. I had no idea there was a second one, and off camera, it went straight for my head. This used to be social worker Evelyn Simmons' room. Let's take a look at it. Very tiny room, but it does have a nice breeze. It is boiling in here. I absolutely love massive locations like this, but I hate when I come into them and there's absolutely nothing in there. We're just wasting so much energy and time, and there's just so much more to look at and explore. Like, we know of other buildings in this entire town that are abandoned like this, but actually have stuff in them. So what we're gonna do right now is go down to the basement, see where these tunnels, and see if there's anything cool in them, or maybe they even connect to other buildings. All right, so I wanna see if I can find the tunnels. I don't know if it's this building that had the tunnels, but all right, it's like a maze in here. So it looks like this gets you into the other parts of the actual basement and maybe even the tunnels. Oh yeah, it just goes down deep that way. You never know, there might be some tunnels here. I'm not 100% sure, guys. I'm just like you guys are watching this for the first time, I'm seeing this and learning about it for the first time too. Can someone in the comments below let me know what this machine was used for? It looks like a refrigerator, but it's very thick. Look at that. I don't know why, but that chair just speaks torture to me. All right, we're actually done with this building. We're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna be including more than one building into one video because I feel like I didn't give you guys enough content. Like, yes, the adventure is there, but we need something cooler than this. The area that we're in right now is the inmate farm, the prison. I can see barbed wire just up there, but check this out. In this building here, it says the bathrooms, inmate only. And then this one is for staff only. Oh, cool, there's a lot of stuff in here. We just randomly found this in the bushes, to be honest. It's like a little tiny building. Wow. There's actually stuff left behind here. This is really cool. Oh, cool, guys, check this out. They had a picture of all the tools that would get checked out by the inmates. I guess they did like gardening and stuff and construction work out in this area. Oh, look at this, that's awesome. Every shovel, saw, blade, wrench, ratchet, screwdriver, all of that were on the walls here. And they had to put them back into place once they were done with them. It's kind of weird because we've been walking from like section to section. Like, this place is huge. We're not even at the first historic buildings that we're trying to get to. Those are in a more populated area. But right now we're just finding all these random prisons and random buildings. And right behind me is a whole lot of barbed wire. I really hope this isn't the active prison because the active prison is nearby too. Now this is definitely abandoned. Oh my God. How do I get into a prison that's meant to keep people out and in? This is crazy. Look at all the barbed wire. Damn, that shit's sharp. This one might be hard to get into. We just gotta find a way around. Now, it looks tiny, but it's not. This is like the intake area here. Above on the mountain, or on the hill, there's the other parts, which we're gonna try to get into. Now, for my drone footage, which is what you guys are seeing right now, that's the prison here. But beside it, is the other corrections facility that they just torn down. They're actually literally tearing it down as we got here. We just made a bit of a discovery. We weren't expecting this. The barbed wire that I just showed you guys is another abandoned prison that we had no idea about. We thought it was the one that we were trying to get to, but it's not. So I'm gonna show you guys on the GPS here. So this right here is where we are right now, the barbed wire. This is abandoned, that's abandoned, that's abandoned, but this isn't what we were trying to go and look at. This is a prison facility. At least we think so. This right here is the prison that we were trying to get to, because we actually parked our vehicle right over here. So this is abandoned. This one here, they're tearing it down right now. The crazy thing is that we were just in this one here. This cross-looking building, which is absolutely insane. And there's way more in the area too, like so many more. Like there's some back here, there's another one here, another one here. We're definitely not gonna be able to film all of it in one day. There's just too much, but we are spending a few days camping out here for sure in my RV until we get kicked out or something. But so far we haven't seen security, we haven't seen cops, nobody, just construction workers. We don't have to jump the barbed wire. The fence is wide open on the side road. Gotta be careful, there's some fresh tracks here. Footprints and maybe a small ATV. Yo guys, check this out. We just got off the mountain and there's a burnt police car here. What the hell? This is cool. This is definitely a cop car. Yeah, that looks like a Crown Victoria. Yeah, that's definitely a Crown Victoria. Wow. Right there, and there's a prison. Holy. Yeah, it looks like a homeless person was sleeping here at some point. Yeah, this feels very, very eerie. I did not expect this. Y'all, look at this. We got more abandoned cars that are burnt right here. Why are these even here?
Is this a doggy neon?
Yeah. Hello? I hear something. There's someone inside. Someone else is here. Wow. This is creepy. Alright, you guys, as you can see, we are inside the prison. I had no idea this place even existed. It's called River South. Apparently there was rivers flowing through here at one point. This was part of the psychiatric institutes until they closed down, and then they actually converted this into a prison. Did a little bit of ChatGPT research, and apparently the prisoners that were in here were treated in the worst conditions possible, because this prison wasn't meant for inmates, it was meant for patients. And then when it was retrofitted for the prisons, they just made things a whole lot worse for them. Eventually they closed this down because of the inhumane practices they were doing here on the prisoners, and the cost of maintenance was really, really high. But let's go do some exploring. It looks like there's gonna be a lot left behind, especially because there's cars. Also, there's other people in here, I think, because we heard some voices. I doubt it's gonna be security. Wow. Okay, this is more interesting than that other place we were in. Every door here is like solid metal. But yeah, as you guys can see, there are rows of doors going down that way, and there's rows going down that way as well. There's just so much here. And there is more than one floor, which is pretty good. What's up, y'all? How's it going? Anytime I go anywhere abandoned, I like to meet whoever else is in here, because look at this. We got the doctor's ward. Nothing inside of here. So right now we're not seeing any prison cells. This looks more like just the areas where the doctor's office. There you go. Whoa, we got a lot of desks left behind in here. Guys, I am so happy right now I don't know why. I came here expecting to not find much, but we're finding so much. And I wish I could show it all to you guys in one video, but I can't. There's gonna be a whole series about this entire ghost town. It's literally a ghost town. There's abandoned houses, there's abandoned prisons, abandoned hospitals and stores and restaurants, but we're focusing on the big stuff and we're camping out in the RV. So if you guys wanna see more, make sure to subscribe. We will be doing more videos in this area until we end up leaving and going back to Canada. Yo, look at this administration side. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of furniture left behind. They just did not give a shit. They just decided to just leave it all and let it rot. It's a chapel. Hey, I think this might have been a chapel. Maybe a chapel, maybe a place where they would come to be rehabilitated. I did read online though, that this prison was not meant to rehabilitate anybody. They just wanted to put the worst of the worst in here, and they did just that. I did a little bit more digging. This wasn't a prison for like maximum security. It was more medium. It was kind of an overflow from the Georgia State Prison. So whenever that prison would get full, they would bring the medium guys over here. Yeah, these all kind of look like they were rooms meant for, I don't know. I think this was the mail room. Yeah, this is definitely the mail room. All right, it seems I made it to the area to where the prisoners were. What the hell? These are the actual prison cells. Now, obviously, I've been to many abandoned prisons in my life, like many, but this one is cool. And they're always a lot of fun to go to. They really are. Wow. Someone from Athens, Georgia wrote that up there. All right, Carlo, have yourself a wonderful night. Oh, they're seized. You're lucky. We're not pulling a Jimmy again. This is one place I would never bring Jimmy to, because homeboy would probably lock himself in a cell somehow again. You guys remember that Florida incident? My goodness, it's like so tight here. There's like no room to move, or even like when the doors are wide open, you can't even get through. That's crazy. There's a bunk bed here, bunk bed there. Yeah, this has to be one of the coolest locations I've been to in a long time. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Bro. There's a dead dog in here. Yeah, what the fuck? Bro, there's an... Doggy? What the fuck is that? Hey, doggy, wake up. Psst. Are you awake? You alive? Doggy? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank God it's not a real dead dog. But we're not gonna tell Carlo that, okay? That's what you get for pranking me that one time, you piece of garbage. That looks like a friggin' dog, man. Oh, cool, look at this. We got showers over here. What the hell? What the hell is going on here? What the hell went on in here too? Why are these in the shower? That's so creepy. All right, like I said, I feel like we're just gonna keep finding really cool things in this prison. I wanna spend a lot more time in this one. Oh, we got more prison cells. So there are 2 more buildings like this one on the property, apparently. I haven't found them yet, because they're somewhere in the bushes. But look at this. This might be like a solitary type of thing. Maybe, probably not. Just a one bedroom room. Yeah, this is definitely the type of place that would be really haunted at nighttime. Since we are camping here, it might be a good idea to come here late at night. What do you guys think? It all depends on you. 20,000 likes, I'll come back here at nighttime. Well, at least we got a door that actually swings open. That's kind of cool. Ooh. That thing is heavy. So this spot is kind of making up for the lameness and emptiness and boringness of that other building that we first went to. I filmed a lot more in that building, but I cut a lot out because I don't want to bore you guys. But you guys know, as I told you in the last video that I posted, I'm going to be kind of doing like what I used to do, kind of like talk a lot, show a lot more, do my best. But I'm going to do it in a way where like you guys don't get bored. Because I know TikTok fried a lot of y'all's minds, okay? A lot of people can't focus on a video anymore. Gonna break off from Carlo a little bit and just go solo. I'm gonna try to find my way upstairs now, if there even is one. There should be though, because it did look like a big building and there's an elevator right there. Looks like I found the staircase. I wonder if the inmates, yeah, they probably were allowed to use this. Dorm 7 and 8. Now keep in mind, this was a mental asylum before it became a prison. So you probably see things like dorms. South kitchen. All right, so this was the kitchen area. Not much left behind, but at least we got something here. Little dishwasher. It'd be nice to see if I can find like a prison tray. Oh wow, this is creepy, y'all. Look at that, that's a tunnel. Probably from the basement you can get out. You know how in like those prison movies you have the prison trays and they beat each other with it? I really want to find one of those. So it seems like this floor doesn't really have any inmate holding units or cells. It was mostly just like kitchen stuff and administration. Maybe there might have been some cells. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they're down that way or down that way. There's a lot of offices though. Let's go over here. I can only imagine how much it would have sucked to be a prisoner in a prison like this back in those days. They did not have air conditioning. And summertime out here in Georgia, it gets really hot. It looks like this was an area where a lot of inmates slept all together. Yeah, definitely. You can see there's a bunk bed there. There probably were like multiple bunk beds everywhere lined up against the walls. So these are the areas that probably had like the less serious criminals and they weren't really a threat to each other being out here. Another staircase going up. The hell is all this? I wonder if this was like a chapel. Must have been. But I did notice one over here on this side too. So how many of these chapels did they have? A little shine in the dark. A little classroom of some sort, maybe for entertainment purposes. Maybe if they wanted to watch TV, they probably had like a television up there. Hey, we got one shower, one toilet here. So I guess they would have to take turns. So check it out, you guys. There's another area where, just like I told you, they probably had a whole bunch of inmates sleeping all together. And these are all the bunk beds. They're just not put together right now. There's so many of them. So there's probably like hundreds. They probably had like 100 in this room, 100 in the other room. I'm willing to bet upstairs, there's another floor. They probably had the same type of setup. So let's go up there. Maybe they're actually put together. That'd be really cool to see. Fingers crossed we got something epic upstairs. This is actually epic on its own, but having beds that are put together is a bonus. Ask and you shall receive. This looks good already. We got a library over here. Holy moly. The prison library, y'all. Unreal. All the books are still here. Why would they not like donate this to like a bookstore? Oh my goodness. Look at all this. Wow. There's so many books. There's like hundreds of them. Someone's like ransacked the place, but you got fiction. It's all fiction. They're all fiction except nonfiction. This one had nonfiction, this one had horror. I've never seen a prison library, by the way. I've been to so many prisons throughout the years, but never one with an actual library full of books. For me, this is a treat. I don't really read much. I don't read at all, actually. I should read. My English sucks sometimes, but it's cool to see. It really is awesome to see. So right through the window, you guys see the other prison, and I think that's the original one that we wanted to go to. Or it may not be, actually. Let me check my GPS, because this place is confusing. Yeah, so that is actually not. That is another one that we haven't found yet, which is insane. Well, I've seen it now, but I only saw it because we're on the top floor. Everything's just so overgrown. But that's another one, and right behind us is another building. So there's 3 buildings. I might mix all those into this one video and then start a whole another adventure. What we got going on here? We got a traffic jam of tables in this area. Wow. There definitely is a lot more stuff up here. I feel like there might be bunk beds in there. I don't know. Let's go down and see. That's what I came here for, to see beds. There's something cool about seeing prison beds. I don't want to be in one, but they're cool to look at. Yeah, I was wrong. Clickbait, there's nothing here. Let's go down the other side over there. Yeah, there's no beds back that way, but keep in mind that I think there might be one more floor and there's 2 other buildings. So we might get lucky. All right, guys, continuing the adventure off. I told you guys there's a way to get to the other building. We can't find the way to the one on the other side, but we can find the one here. We'll probably find the 3rd one, but actually, you know what, that might, oh wait, there it is right there. I didn't even see, that's the 3rd one. That's the other building. It's just so concealed between trees. The other building. There's 3 buildings on the property. Wow, okay, so we're gonna go to that one now. We're gonna see what's inside of it and then end up at this one. That right there is where the prisoners would come in and out through the big gates with the razor wire. Now the first gate is open, the second one is closed. So we couldn't go through here when we tried to come in. All right, just to save time, I think we're gonna go into this building, the one that's hidden in the forest kind of, before we make our way to the last one there and end off this video. And just like the first one, this one seems to be wide open, which is really good for us. Wow, so creepy. Seems to be like the same layout as the other building. Got a nice big old desk over there. Hopefully there's like more, like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm expecting to find. I just know it's gonna be great when we find it. This one definitely has a little more destruction. Let's go ahead and see what the front of this looks like. Oh, wow. So we are at the front of the actual prison here. Rivers Hospital in honor of Ed Rivers, Governor of Georgia, 1940. Kind of like the entrance of the other one better. It had those cars, it was more dramatic. Kind of reminded me of Walking Dead. This one seems more of a hospital vibe than a prison. But keep in mind, these were hospitals and then they were converted into something. Oh, this one might have been the females. Okay, this might have been the females' prison. Maybe not, I don't know, I could be wrong. These almost look like bedrooms. That's a creepy ass room, what the hell? I don't think this building was an actual prison. It might have been for the insane, I don't know. Oh, cool, look at this. We got some desks in here. It's so rare to find stuff like this, man. But when you find it, you find it. Oh yeah, look at this. This is maybe Chief Honcho's office. So far, I haven't seen any prison cells. It all kind of looks like a mental asylum in here. And I think this is what this building was. Oh, cool, look at this. This is like the main office, I guess, like where they had the control board and they'd watch and monitor the inmates or the prisoners or whoever the hell they had in here. They got the handcuffs up there. Big, small, they got flashlights. They used to have flashlights. Yeah, I'm not seeing prison cells. I'm seeing rooms where you would have psychiatric centers. And I think this must have been what this side was. Or maybe they have prisoners in here that they trusted and they're probably like, oh, these guys aren't dangerous. Is that blood? Why is there blood all over the floor? Holy moly. That's crazy. That looks like real blood too. It looks like somebody got cut up. And they just kept going and going and going. Oh my God, I just realized where the hell I am right now. Holy crap. There's furniture everywhere. Wowee. That's so cool. The blood trail led me all the way to here. But it literally looks like someone got really badly injured or stabbed in here. Where does it end though? It's like, maybe it started here? Like there is an actual blood trail all over the ground. Going that way. Did you come in here yet? No. Holy crap, everything is here. All the furniture, the piano. We have a giant blood trail. That's cool. Dude, look at the blood trail. That's real blood. Yeah, just a trail of sticky blood going that way. Yeah, these areas just have a lot of mold. There's a lot of mold in here. Yeah, it's really bad. I think I'm gonna go upstairs now. Dorm 11, baby. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is definitely vibes right here. Creepy vibes. But I'm beginning to think this building here wasn't a prison. Or it wasn't retrofitted to look like the other place with all the cells. They do have the same like seating areas, but they don't have the prison cells, like the doors. Locked. They just have these little rooms. So this must mean these were kind of like psychiatric facilities, which in itself is a prison too. It's not like they could just roam freely. Even if they were mentally ill, they wouldn't let them roam freely. They would just have to do as the guards told them to do. Check out this really cool desk. That's kind of awesome. Oh, what's with all the pillows in here? Somebody was having a camping night here at one point in time. Oh, that's the cafeteria. That's so cool. At least we have this in here. The other side is completely empty. There's nothing there. Don't even bother wasting your energy on it. We still got one more floor, but look at this. They have the actual cafeteria here. You know what I really want to find is a tray, like a cafeteria tray. That's something I haven't been able to find. Ew, look at that. Is that blood in that cooler? That's gross. I think we have another library over here. Yes, I was right. East Library. Room number 338. This one has less books, but there's a lot of papers left behind everywhere. That's cool. Wow. Encyclopedia. Guys, I gotta admit something to you guys, and this might shock a whole lot of you guys. I don't know what an encyclopedia is. I genuinely don't know what the point of an encyclopedia is. I've just never opened one or read inside of it. Like, what's the point of it? What do encyclopedias do? Do they tell you things? I don't know. Don't laugh at me, okay? One person speak at a time. What's said in class stays in class. Be on time, no sleeping, be respectful, no foul language, no eating and drinking. Hey, now this is different. I love the fact that they have the ironing tool chained up to the wall. That's funny. You just gotta get close to the other guy and burn their face. Psh, All right, I think I've had enough of this building. It seems kind of boring. So there's one more that we're gonna go and explore together, and I'm only gonna show you guys the good shit, okay? And then we're gonna go and make some steaks and do some camping. This room says chaplain. I don't know what a chaplain is. Feel free to let me know in the comments below, but there are a lot of magazines in here. But I don't know, I don't know what a chaplain is, actually. It's weird. But they have a lot of cool old magazines from 1986. That's pretty awesome. 1986, and it said this was $3.50. There's no way. This was $3.50 back in 1986. It says it right up there, look at that. Hello. That right there is what we were originally trying to get to. And then we stumbled upon this couple of buildings. Dang. All right, let me show you guys something. If you're still watching to this part of the video, that's the next one that we're going to right there. And that's the 3-building complex, prison complex. Those smokestacks you see back there, and behind it, there's a white building that looks like the White House. That is where we're gonna be going into, I think, later tonight or maybe even tomorrow. That White House building is massive. It's the biggest Georgia State Hospital. There's power on. We actually checked it out last night, and there's a way in, so that's really good. But it's gonna be hard to do it at nighttime. So we might do it at nighttime, or we might do it in the daytime. We'll see. We're gonna be here for a few days, just filming a whole bunch of stuff. Making our way to the final building.
Would you like your burgers and meat?
Oh, scared the shit out of me, you bastard. Oh my God. All right, this one looks like an actual prison. So we're coming in the cafeteria, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like the kitchen. Wow. Okay. Honey, I'm home. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, we got a lot of stuff in here, you guys. Look at those marble walls. Wow. I mean, it looks like there's stuff maybe at this beginning part. There's TVs and furniture, books and shit. But this one has a lot more marble than that last one we were at.
Oh my Lord.
This is all marble on the walls.
Marble surrounding with steel.
But I don't think this was a prison like that first one we went into, or the second one. This one is probably just another psychiatric ward. I could be wrong though. Oh yeah, look at all these bunk beds. Damn, they definitely had everybody sleeping in here. I mean, keep in mind, these are all beds from all the rooms that are inside of this place. Let's go into the control room, shall we? This is a different type of control room. Looks way different than all the other ones. Oh, what the hell? Yo, someone's photos over here. That's kind of cool. Does anyone know where this is? What theme park this is? I wonder if she used to work here or she was a patient maybe. Oh, we got more photos. Dang. Man, these kids are probably all grown up by now. Even though this doesn't look like a prison, minus this room, it's still called River State Prison. So they're all called the River State Prison. We're getting absolutely hungry. This building is all repetitive. There's only a few pieces of furniture. I just got a bug in my eye. All right, so we decided to go down the basement. We found stairs. I go down, and now we're in these underground tunnels. Every building we just filmed is actually connected, and we didn't even realize it. But we just never looked for a basement. But we're not gonna be going back through them because there's no point. It just means we're gonna go back into the same place that we were already in. But what we found was like this outside area, and I think there's a bunch of abandoned cars over here. We're gonna check them out. Yeah, those cars are literally neck deep in bush and stuff. They've been there for a long time. They're all Crown Vics too. These were all cars used by the guards here. The cops and all that, the sheriff. We're on the opposite side of the gate now, which is cool. We haven't seen this yet. That is so cool. Yeah, so this is the secondary gate. And then that's the main gate. And this is the gate office here. At one point there'd be a guard letting people in and out, checking cars, checking all the vehicles that come through. I don't think it's gonna be open though. Nah. Yeah, there's nothing in there.
It just has buttons that open this door.
So we just found this other random little building on the property near the gates. And it's got a lot of books. Yeah, like every time I want to like kind of end this video off, we find more stuff. Wow, Warden cameo, Deputy Warden Allgood, Deputy Warden Williams. So when we came in, we went all the way around because there was the big gate. But on the way out, we found an opening right next to that big gate. And we just broke out of prison. I really don't know why old prisoners are always stuck inside these things. It's so easy to break out. You just walk around the fence. All right, we're gonna head back to the RV, take a break, do some camping, relax, make some food, and then we're gonna begin another adventure at nighttime. Literally one of the buildings is actually on fire. What the fuck? Holy shit. Those are all ruins from the actual building. Wow, they literally tore this down today too. That's a crazy thing. So, pretty sketched out about the place that we're sleeping, but we have no other choice. It's really late and the area is very sketchy. So I feel like behind this abandoned fire station is kind of like the safest spot to spend the night. Planning on cooking up some steaks, so I don't plan on filming this right now. All right, nothing like a barbecue outside of an abandoned fire station in an abandoned town full of abandoned buildings. Yeah, this is life right here, y'all. You know, if you don't do fun shit like this in your life, you're really not living. You won't have any stories to tell your grandchildren when you grow up. Is there anything better looking than a nice juicy piece of ribeye on some beautiful basmati rice? My goodness, that is a soft piece of meat. Let's go. Sargi, you have outdone yourself. Guys, the outside of this place is magnificent. It's like something out of this world. Oh, these were people that worked here. It literally looks like the White House. Yeah, this area freaks me out a little bit. Oh my God. Welcome to the abandoned White House. No, really, it's white, massive, and totally abandoned. This White House lookalike wasn't really a house, but it was something more sinister. This was Georgia's first psychiatric institution, originally named the Georgia State Lunatic, Idiot, and Epileptic Asylum, opened in 1842 in Milledgeville, Georgia. Not only was this the largest asylum, but it was also overcrowded. At its peak, it had 12,000 to 13,000 patients. This hospital was notorious for abuses. Forced shock treatments, lobotomies, insulin comas, straitjackets, primitive cages, and much, much worse. A lot of racist practices took place here where black patients were actually segregated. They were also unethically experimented on with lethal fires and other types of experiments. This place was forced to shut its doors down in 2010, and eventually every door became locked in 2013. The worst part about this place wasn't the abuse that took place here, but it was the thousands of bodies buried anonymously in unmarked graves. The family members will never know where their loved ones went. Now, no one on YouTube has ever filmed the interior of this place. But you guys know me, I'm persistent, and not only am I going to be exploring the interior of this building, I'm also going to be camping out the night right outside of it in my motorhome. So this should be interesting. Now, we are camping out on the property, so this is going to be a risky one. There's an abandoned building here. This was the food service center back when these hospitals were operational. We have an abandoned building over there. We have the big white one that we're trying to get into, and we have all these other abandoned buildings in the area. That big white building with the dome is the one that we're trying to get into. All these buildings around us are absolutely abandoned. This entire area is a ghost town. It is so quiet and eerie in this area right now. Wow, this building is massive. It literally looks like the White House from the front. That right there is the front of the actual building. And this is actually the largest mental asylum in the United States. A really massive one. All right, you guys, we believe there's a security guard parked out front. So I can't show you guys the front of this place just yet. I only have the drone shots. Now, this place does have electricity, which is really weird. Almost every window is broken in, yet somehow this place has electricity still. All right, y'all, we just made it inside one of the hardest abandoned asylums to get into. And it looks like vandals have gotten hold of this place. The electricity is still on, which is absolutely insane. This looks like something out of like, Walking Dead maybe? Oh, that's so creepy. Look at that. Someone made a satanic pentagram room in here. Oh, this is so creepy. Even though it's empty in here, it's still kind of creepy, especially when you have the lights on. There's no way this elevator still works. Yeah, that does not work. Oh my God, you guys, look at this room. Literal bed with books on top of it. I bet there's so much in this place. We just got in and we haven't even scratched the surface. Hey, look at that, someone's broken the window here. I think these are maybe like employee shirts. We were at a restaurant not too far from here yesterday, and we seen guards, or two guys with guns. They were wearing the exact same shirts, and it said Georgia State Hospital. Now, there are a lot more active hospitals, so they could possibly work for those hospitals. So this is the main lobby of the asylum. I've never seen an asylum with a lobby this big, and it looks like it's been trashed, man. I would have loved to see this thing before it got trashed and destroyed by kids. But look at this. They had carpet. They had this beautiful booth here with leather on the front of it. There's so much furniture left behind in this place, you guys. Pretty interesting. It's like they don't care about the furniture. This is a brand new couch from back in 1950s probably. It still looks mint. Just has some dust on it, even this. So my last video, because I'm kind of doing like a little series here, I talked about how the doctors were abusing alcohol while working and doing unofficial surgeries on people that didn't need surgeries, which resulted in the death of some people. Also, 25,000 people were actually killed here or died during their stay at this hospital, and the ones surrounding it too, not just this one in general. And they are all buried in a mass grave somewhere nearby. So I think we're gonna have to go and look for that sometime during this series. Look what I just found in here though, a room full of hospital beds. Wow. This is so cool. You don't find this much stuff in abandoned asylums anymore. This must be the areas where all the patients were. Wow. Got a lot of old school clothing over here. That's pretty cool. It's a table tarp, or a table cover. We got Grandpa's jacket. Yeah, all this destruction is definitely not natural. This is probably all, you know, kids showing up and just destroying the place. Look at this, we got a bed in here. I could literally take a nap here if I wanted to. We got papers and files everywhere. Looks like it all came from this room over here. Now this was probably maybe a patient's room. I don't know. Maybe administration. Maybe these rooms were patient rooms. 110E. Yeah, nothing inside of these. What makes these videos even creepier is the fact that we're going to be camping here as well. So it's like we came, we snuck in, we filmed, and we're going to stay. Usually we just get the heck out of here. But I'm doing these like extra ballsy adventures just for you guys, and I hope you see it. There's real dangers here. These are real locations, real freaking titles, real freaking thumbnails, like real things happening. And you just never know. Now, I'm not focusing on anything paranormal while I'm out here, because I love places like this, like especially when it comes to abandoned. I respect it a lot. And I'm just not trying to like conjure up any spirits or demons, although I'm sure many people have already done so. I don't know about you guys, but that looks very shady. Looks like that might be alarmed. This elevator has power, but it doesn't go up or down. I can't remember if I've been in this room already, but look at all the stuff that's left behind in here. What the heck is this? I don't even know what the hell these are. They look like plastic ice picks. And take a look at this room here. They've left everything. All the boxes, some printers, some wires, and paper and stuff. Little computer monitor here. Logitech mouse. We've seen all that we can see on the main floor. I'm sure there's a basement, because I know these buildings are connected through tunnels. So we might end up in a different building later on throughout this video, so don't go anywhere. This hallway, oh yeah, level 2 looks extra creepy. So we did start off from the top floor because that was the only way to get in at the time, which we didn't see other entry points. And then we just made our way down the stairs. So we haven't explored any of this yet. So much destruction. All the windows, like this place literally looks like the White House building. And someone's come here and destroyed everything. Ooh, we can leave our name here. That's awesome. Dry. 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 God damn it. Guys, the outside of this place is magnificent. It's like something out of this world. Look at the way the building was made. Like they put so much attention to detail on the grounds. There used to be a pool there at one point in time, but now it's gone. The only parts of this asylum that scare me are these freaking hallways. There's something weird about them. Let's go check out all these rooms. I hear something. Oh, that's creepy. Listen to this. That speaker is buzzing. Oh my God. Imagine like we start hearing like creepy sounds off of that damn thing. I love this type of abandoned, especially because I've never seen anyone post a video about the interior of this place. So this is all new to our eyes and probably yours. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where they've used this place as their thumbnail and they've just filmed the property and only the outside of it, but I've never seen anybody actually go into it, which is weird because there is a lot of graffiti and destruction. So this place looks like it's been open for a while now, unless we just got lucky and we showed up and somebody opened it up. But an abandoned spot with such prestige should not be left like this. Like, Usually you would have 24-hour security, but if it's one thing we've noticed about this town that we're in, it's in the middle of nowhere, first of all, and there's no security guards. Like, there are a lot of cops. We've seen cops everywhere, but it's almost like nobody cares about the abandoned buildings, especially the ones that have anything to do with the Georgia State Hospital. Maybe because it got a really bad rep back in the days with all the abuse and neglect they did to all the patients. They were using insulin shock therapy and they were electrocuting a lot of these patients. And for all we know, these patients weren't even actual patients. There was probably nothing wrong with some of them. Maybe some of these patients were led to believe there's something wrong with them just so the government can do experiments on them. That's not a conspiracy, it's an actual thing that's happened many times over and over and over in the US and in Canada. A lot of asylums have actually been exposed because of really good reporters that actually did their job and reported on these things. And that's exactly what happened here. A reporter from Atlanta, he got wind of the doctors doing drunk surgeries on people that didn't need surgeries, and he exposed it to the point where the governor had to file an investigation into this place. Really hoping I get a chance to go out to this balcony here, but it's nailed shut. They got bolts on it, which sucks. A lot of the rooms up here on the second floor are like kind of office, probably doctor's offices. Yeah, like I said, I'm not focused on anything paranormal, but if you guys do spot something, let me know in the comments below, pin it, timestamp it or whatever. You never know. Sometimes you might catch something. Oh, this is cool, yo. Whoa, I did not expect to see another side. Hopeway Institute. Recovery is possible for everyone. Founded in 1842. Oh, look at that, we have another door we can escape from. Creepiest rooms are the ones that are empty and have lights on. That is so cool. I'm still trying to find all the these aren't patient rooms, these are conference rooms. Where are the patient rooms? The one with the window. Maybe, maybe not. Cause like, look, this is a workstation room. Yeah, like these are conference rooms. At least that's what it says on them. That's very strange. Room 2, maybe this was a patient's room. I don't know, it doesn't look like what a patient would stay in. You guys have seen all the asylums that we've been to. They definitely don't look like this. Like that one says break room. There's no way this is a break room. Is it? Yeah, this looks more like a freaking bathroom. It is a bathroom. Why the hell does it say break room? Powell 3 West Nursing Station. No way this freaking water machine still works. Do you think there's water in it? Yeah, I don't want to get electrocuted. It still has power. All right, now we're talking. These are definitely patient rooms. Look at this. This definitely looks like a freaking asylum now. Yeah, these are the patient rooms. You got the little windows, and they're very, very tiny. And the doors are almost metal. Always remember, don't let it lock behind you. Oh, that's so cool. There's a creepy wheelchair down below. I want to get a shot of that later on tonight. Oh, lizard. Hello, Mr. Lizard. It's so cute. Look at this thing. Oh, this room had like some nice wall color here. The landlord special. These are the patient's rooms here. They are? Yes. Room number 6. Look at the view. This is the view room number 6 had. Pretty crazy. Hey, they could at least go outside. There's like these like stairs. They can go up and down. So I wonder if they were allowed to go outside. I mean, these were patients, not prisoners, right? Or isn't it the same thing kind of? So Carlo's saying we can't go down this way because they've locked these doors. But I'm pretty sure there's always a way around. Right? Yeah, this looks like where there might be some medical equipment. I need to get in there. It's never a good sign when the stairway says hell. Now, keep in mind, we started off, I think, on the second floor. Or third, no, the second. So we haven't done the third and we haven't done the fourth. I'm really hoping there's something more than what we just found. Like this location is mega and I want to find some of that mega content. This place is like a frickin' maze. I feel like we're gonna find like a zombie in here. And I'm not talking about like a zombie in the movies, I'm talking like zombies, like, you know, people on drugs. We got more patient rooms here, which is kind of cool. So at least we found that right away. Sounds like there's a motorcycle like right outside the building. All right, it's gone. False alarm. Kind of has freaked out for a second. All right, so yeah, we do got more patient rooms over here. They're all kind of empty. Oh, this one's got a picture. I like that. At the San Francisco Bridge. All right. Oh, these were people that worked here. These could have been like nurses and stuff. Their faces are blacked out, but their names are here. Wow. So these were all people that volunteered here. Now, I'm not saying these are the people that would abuse patients, but you never know. But why were they blacked out? I don't know. Maybe the people that like work here after they left, they're like, yeah, let's just black out all these faces. Yeah, the reason why I'm not filming every room is because it's all empty and repetitive and I don't want to bore you guys. This floor is cool, but it doesn't have much to offer, to be honest. Damn, I hear a lot of electricity. That's the loudest sounding. Yeah, I'm sure a fire eventually is gonna happen here from the electricity. For them to leave it on and all this shit's happening. Oh, this is such a cool looking hallway. Look at that. You guys really gotta experience it in person, so I hope I'm filming it in a way where you guys get to see this properly. Top 10 reasons why it's no joke to smoke. Smoking makes it hard to breathe. That's a fact. Smoking adds air pollution. I don't know about that. It makes your clothes stink. That's nasty. Once you start, it's hard to quit. Yep, that's for sure. Thank God I don't do that shit. It can make other people sick. It sure does, Angelo. I hate that smell. When I be filming with Angelo, he's always smoking in my face, and I hate the smell of cigarettes. What the hell was that? Oh. Something just turned on back there. That was creepy. Okay, anyways, we're just gonna pretend like that never happened. What? It just did it again. It turned off. Okay. Nobody wants to kiss a smoky mouth. That's gross. It makes your teeth yellow. Sure does. Smokers do poorly at sports. They sure do. And you can get cancer and die. All these are facts, kids. So why do it? Why freaking do it? Hey guys, check out this office. There's actually stuff left behind here. I wonder if we can find any information about like the activities that happened here. I'm not talking about like fun activities. I'm talking about things. How old is this magazine? This is crazy. Where's the year on this thing? Yeah, this side of the building is definitely the more like decayed and destroyed side. Oh, this goes to the roof. No, let's go up now. I don't think we'd be able to get to the roof or maybe even the attic. There's also the basement, which we haven't even seen, and the tunnels. Now there is a story about the tunnels. It's a very dark and disgusting story. So they used to segregate the black patients and they would put them in the tunnels because these asylums were overpacked. Like there was over 12 to 25,000 at once at one time. There were so many people, and they would put the black patients, unfortunately, in the tunnels, which absolutely sucks. But yeah, there was a lot of abuse going on in here, and it all stemmed from this building. This was like the main and first one. It was like their pride and joy. Unfortunately, the pride and joy has a lot of dark history. Oh, cool. Hey, we got some photos. Yep, this looks like what a person that worked in here would look like an official, someone that was getting paid. They got a bear behind them too. I came here thinking I'm gonna find hospital beds and a lot of rooms and like weird things, but all I've been seeing is furniture from like officials and administration and stuff. This is kind of cool. Walker Building in memoriam Nathaniel Pierce Walker, MD, 1876 and 1933. Served with the Milledgeville State Hospital as resident physician, clinical director, and acting superintendent. He pioneered in the use of occupational therapy and tuberculosis at this hospital. As a mental hospital administrator, he was positive leader of tireless energy, alert to new ideas and methods, but safely conservative. And then you had Alex Cross on the bottom, 1870 and 1952. Founder and first director of the training school for nurses at this hospital. I mean, yeah, if they were good people, rest in peace. But if they were like those doctors that were actually abusing patients, burn in hell, burn in hell. That building down there might be the chapel or a church type of thing. I don't know. I see a window broken in the door. So once we leave here, we'll try to make our way in there and see what that's all about. But yeah, guys, everything here is abandoned. That building's abandoned. I parked my RV all the way down there. That one's abandoned, that one's abandoned. But some of them still have like mini businesses inside of them. This is cool. This is the first of its kind that I've seen in this building. Looks like it might have been like a recreation room, a place to hang out, have fun, maybe grab something to eat. Now, I'm not sure if this was for the patients or if it was for the actual people that worked here. They might have had like a projector screen at one point. Obviously, that's not from the 1800s. I think this place might have closed down in like 2007 or something like that. But yeah, this is kind of cool. This whole room was used as like a hangout spot kind of. Oh, look at this, guys. There's a random staircase. Oh, it still goes up. I love the fact that there's still more to go. We've been walking a lot today, guys. We filmed so many videos, it's crazy. Oh, what the hell? Well, you guys know Monkey Mo. The fact that there's a light up here is kind of creepy. Oh, cool. A lot of bird poop in here. Ah, this goes up to the dome. All right, let's see if it's sturdy. This is wood that was probably put here at the end of 1890. There's probably some bees up here. Gotta be careful. What the hell? This goes up to the actual dome. You know I gotta go up there. Oh shit. All right, make sure there's nothing up here. Oh my God, this is so cool. Whoa, I got the sickest view in town. Just don't want to touch anything electrical. So I'm in the dome thing at the top of the tower. That's so cool. Wow. I can see the whole town from here. Oh. There's a guy all the way down there by the trees. You gotta be careful. And then we got the beautiful water fountain in the front. I'm literally in this dome that you guys are seeing on the drone shots right now. Isn't that crazy? Going up is always so much easier than going down. Oh my God. You know what I hate about abandoned buildings with lights on? Is electricity. You never know if something's not grounded properly. Oh my God, these are big steps. Yeah, it's probably better to go down backwards. Accomplished going up to the dome, or the top of the dome. I'm actually in the dome right now. So that's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Stop. Important roofing. This is a fire storm roofing system under warranty by fire storm building product. I would have thought that would open. Yo, we got some more stuff in here. I've been looking for pictures, to be honest. I've been trying to see what people that worked here back in the day looked like. Yeah, I don't see anything interesting. Just a bunch of papers, no photos. There's the floor plans. 2012. So I guess this place didn't shut down in 2007. Before we try to actively search for the tunnels and the morgue, we decided to come back outside before it hits nighttime and show you guys the front of this place. It literally looks like the White House. Yeah, this literally looks like the White House. It's freaking massive. Like, why make a hospital look this nice? Is that how desperate they were to get patients at the beginning? And by the way, I think I just found a way to get into the basement. There's a broken window right down below. We just had a cop that drove by, looked at us, and didn't even bat an eye. Like, he didn't even say anything. So I guess we're okay being here on the property. I don't know. This place doesn't make any sense. There's so many abandoned buildings and nobody cares. That's why I like this place. Yeah, it still baffles me how they managed to create something so beautiful back in like 1878, I think. Like I said, guys, like the architecture that went into this building is unbelievable. From the way the columns look, like, why don't they build things like this anymore? I feel like the world is lacking people with skills and the mindset to wanting to build beautiful places like this. Like, we really do need more shit like this on this planet. Like, everything's just so boxy and boring and modern nowadays. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna find our way down to the basement now. We do have a couple eyes on us, but I think we're just gonna make a run for it and go down into the tunnels. Down to the basement we go. This is the only way that we can find to get into the basement. Like, there was no staircase leading to the basement. There was only elevators. Huh? Yeah, oh, it is open. Well, it looks like we made it down to the basement, and it looks like it's all Christmas stuff here. Yet again. Anyone that follows my abandoned adventures, I always talk about the Christmas stuff. They always leave Christmas stuff. Like, they always do, which is crazy. Anyways, yeah, the only way to get in and out of the basement is that door, because everything else is sealed shut. The only way to get to the basement from up top is the elevator, and obviously the elevator doesn't work. So I'm guessing they might have took in patients at one point down from here. Maybe that's what they did, or from the back, I don't know. But let's go and explore. This is fucking terrifying. So I'm told that there are tunnels. We might find them. They might be in a different building. And those are the tunnels where they actually put the black patients. I wonder if it's in here. Sometimes you find tunnels in electrical rooms. This is creepy. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be here. Wow, I feel like we're gonna find a lot of stuff in the basement, actually. This is good. I love the arches, though. Look at that. That's so old school. Yeah, this is a lot of their, like, kitchen stuff been placed down here. Wow, look at this. This is so cool. The floors are so ancient. Unreal. The basement is literally the oldest part of this building because it's built first. So it makes sense that everything down here would look extra creepy and old. Please tell me the tunnels are in here. If anything, they're gonna be behind this door. I just feel it. And it's sealed shut, of course. This actually might be where the tunnels are. Wow, this is cool. I've been seeing this everywhere, by the way. It's like someone took the time, oh, I found the tunnels. Oh, there they are, you guys. This has gotta be them. Yeah, this has to be the tunnels that I read online. Oh, that goes down deep. That's so creepy. Like, all this could be where they kept the black patients. You know how they segregated the blacks and the whites? That's what they did. Yeah, that's what they did. This is the tunnel, I think. Hello? Let's take a look and see what's at the end of this. This is creepy. All right, this adventure just got so much better. Like, the upstairs was cool, but it just wasn't that interesting. But coming down here, oh my God. Oh, there's so many ins and outs and stuff. Just don't touch any metal, because I don't know if this shit's grounded properly.
So what under the building did they kept trying to lock us off from upstairs?
Yeah, maybe. Dude, look at these old arches. This is the oldest part of this building. Because these were built first, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Oh my God, this is so cool. How much do you guys want to bet the tunnels go left and right? Oh, they don't. No. I really thought we would find tunnels here where they just keep going to the other buildings, like other asylums I've been to. Unless down in here, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be crawling through that, that's for sure. No, this is it. Keep in mind, the reporter said they were putting them in tunnels. These are tunnels. Yeah, they could have been down here near the exhaust, this big generator. Can you imagine how loud, noisy, and stinky this must have been? And then look at this room over here. This is friggin' terrifying. All right, now these look like some serious, scary tunnels. What the heck? Yeah, like these are tunnels. Maybe they put them down here too. It's so hot here. Holy moly, this is like the most ancient part of this damn place. Terrifying too. I feel like I'm in the catacomb. Oh, this is creepy. Every side of this building has something different, something creepier than the other. Like this one had a little office space here. This is actually really cool. Look at this. There's just more. Just when you think it ends, you take another door and that door gets you into a different part. Like it literally looks like someone is using this office today. They got the chairs, they got this printer machine. What the hell? There's like a generator running in here, something. That's so creepy. Look at this, there's a secret ladder in the wall. Somebody broke open the wall and found a ladder. Where the hell does that go? That goes all the way up to the roof. Oh my God, there's a secret door here. What the hell? That ladder goes to the roof, to the tower. That's crazy. Should I climb it? If I wasn't so exhausted, like I said, we've been filming all day. If I wasn't so exhausted, I would have climbed the shit out of that. Guys, I just found the scariest thing ever. The elevator here is wide open, but the scariest part about it is that it still has electricity. Look at that. That's terrifying. What would happen if I pushed the door close button? All right, it didn't close, thank God. That would have been terrifying. Oh my God, where the hell am I right now? Whoa, there's like a whole nother little office set up down here. God, I wonder what they did in these rooms. This is so cool. Oh, what the hell was that? Yeah, this area freaks me out a little bit. Oh my God. Look at what I just found. All this is in the basement. Oh my God, they got a foosball machine. More Christmas stuff in here. What the hell? Why'd they just leave all this? What the fuck is that? Carlo is on the other side of the building, by the way. He's by himself. I'm by myself. And I think I just almost pooped my pants. Could be anything, right? Holy wow. I feel like we've missed so much. There's so much to look at. It is properly nighttime. We've been down here for a while now. Oh, we got a gurney, look at that. I haven't seen one yet. This is awesome. I've been looking for a bed all day in these asylums and I finally found one. Would have been nice if it had the mattress on it. Let's keep going and see what else there is here. It looks like they just left everything down here. Wow. Well, that's creepy. Guys, check out this old workout bike over here. Oh my God, this is the coolest find ever. A refrigerator from back in those days. I bet you this thing still works. Wow. Made only by General Motors. This thing has to be like a 1950s. It's gotta be. I hate the fact that I'm by myself, but I kind of lost Carlo. Carlo? Yo, this just keeps going. Holy moly. I don't think it'd be wise of me to keep going by myself. I'm starting to get freaked out. These are tunnels after all. I'm gonna go find him and then bring him here and show him all this. I'm gonna keep this camera aimed behind me because I'm having a bit of a freak out in my head. I hate being alone in the dark. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I get a very bad energy in here. I found the greatest find of them all. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love this. Beds, fridges, workout machines, foosball tables, everything they had in here is actually on this side.
We missed the whole fucking part.
You missed the whole part. I found it. I was like, I went to the end and then there was another tunnel that keeps going. So I didn't go further, but have fun in there. There's so much stuff left behind.
Oh my Lord.
Gurney, this is the first one we've seen in this whole hospital, yeah.
And of all the buildings we've been in this place, this is the first one.
Yeah, the first one. And all these couches. This is why I like to go that extra little bit, even though we want to go and finish and because we're tired and just go make some food. But sometimes you just go that extra little bit, you push yourself, you find some cool stuff. This looks like the other side, the creepy tunnels. There might be something nice in here, maybe not. Nope, it's a dead end for this. You know, I'm surprised I haven't found any like rats down here. Usually you find a lot of rats in the basements. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this, it's got a bow on it. It's a plastic Christmas lamp. Yo, I just found this room with couches, an elliptical machine, another weird workout machine here, Christmas stuff, a bike. I haven't gone down that way yet. Oh, look at this barber's chair. This is cool. I didn't even notice this. All right, we just found this other area that just goes down deeper and deeper into these tunnels. So I don't know where the hell they go, where they end, nobody knows. Christmas star. What the hell is this place? Holy moly. This is like their archive. Everything's just on the ground. Wow. This is so cool. I'm not gonna read any of this shit, but you guys get it. You get it. Yeah, if we had gone through that wooden tunnel, probably ended up here, yeah. Wow. But you can stand here. The other ones you had to crawl.
Yeah.
And know what's going on here. Well, I think this is the end of the asylum. Let's go back to the RV, cook up some food, and camp the night. Let's see what happens. Today was one of the hardest days I've been on in a very long time. I think in the total, we walked about 10 hours. Not at the white building, but we actually like filmed other stuff too, which you guys will see in the future. We filmed so much. A total of like literally 10 hours of walking on our feet. This area was so massive. Told you guys we're gonna be out and just making content for you guys all day. Right now, we're hoping nobody shows up and tells us to leave. We're literally right beside the asylum building. If they do, then we'll have to leave. But for now, we're gonna cook up some food and camp out in the RV. The key to not getting kicked out of places in an RV is not to like be going in and out, in and out. The other day we got lucky because we camped out right behind the fire department. There was nobody around, so we got away with it. In the daytime, while we were walking back to our RV, we actually seen a cop literally parked in front of our RV at the abandoned fire department. So we ended up just like leaving after the cop left. We didn't get back to the RV, we just hid around until he left, and then we weren't really doing anything wrong, but he probably would have told us to leave maybe, I don't know. What do you guys say we cook up a meal? I'm not hungry, but I should eat something. You know, I'm a simple guy. Give me a burger and I'll be happy. That's really all I like to eat. But I have been wanting to try out something different in the RV. So if you guys have any ideas of things I should be cooking in here, let me know. Maybe give me the ingredient list down in the comments below. Something that you've actually eaten and you possibly like, and something that I might like. Now, I don't usually eat burgers in a bowl, but I just don't feel like cleaning up, all right? I don't feel like doing dishes. You good?
Oh my God.
The guy walks for a few hours today and he starts crying about it at nighttime.
30,000 steps today.
Over 30,000 steps.
50,000.
This looks absolutely delicious. Oh yeah. You need to put sauce on your burgers.
I'm too tired for anything.
He's just eating bun and meat and cheese. Put some damn sauce on your burger, god damn it. No.
What?
No. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm being stalked by 2 sheriffs right now, but I've got a drone up in the air and I'm watching all their movements. And these guys are almost onto me. Why are they looking for me, you ask? Well, it's because I'm in this really terrifying abandoned hospital that they're trying to protect for some reason. Welcome back to the last video of my Abandoned Georgia State Hospital series. If you haven't seen the last 2, go back and watch them before you watch this one. Without further ado, let's jump into this adventure. Welcome back to another abandoned adventure. We are still in Milledgeville, Georgia. Guys, there are so many abandoned hospitals here. We wanted to do one more before we got out of this place. Now, there is one abandoned psychiatric center that has the morgue in it and the refrigerators to where they used to keep the bodies. Now, if you haven't been following along in this series, go back and watch the previous videos that I did here because we did a lot of videos in this area. There's a lot of content here, a lot of abandoned. It's like a big ghost town just full of abandoned psychiatric centers. I'm not going to go to the history of this one because we already did that in the last 2 videos, but there is a building that we missed that we haven't filmed yet that does have the actual fridges where they used to keep the bodies. And not only that, there are other buildings that we haven't explored yet, and those are the buildings where they used to abuse and torture some of the poor souls that were actually staying in these psychiatric centers. Smash the like button, make sure to share this video, and let's get on with this adventure. Absolutely crazy how much abandoned there is in this area. We still haven't filmed that building behind us, but we are going to attempt to film this building that's directly in front of us. Not this one, because this one looks like it's got brand new windows, but on the other side it looks abandoned, so I don't know what's going on with this one. But yeah, guys, this place is like a total freaking ghost town. Did I just see a coffin? I don't know, just a piece of wood. Oh, this place looks creepy. Hey, somebody left their grandparents' chair over here. What the hell? So like I said, we've done a lot of these buildings since we've been out here, but this one looks the most terrifying for some reason. I haven't done anything paranormal in any of the other buildings. It's just been abandoned explore. And this one's gonna be kind of the same, but this one might be different because it looks actually terrifying. This probably is one of the main buildings for the original buildings where they actually had a lot of people accidentally killed, botched surgeries, drunken doctors doing unofficial surgeries, which led to the death of thousands and thousands of patients. And they were doing a lot of experiments on people here. There is a cemetery nearby. I actually haven't been to it yet. Maybe after this, I will go to the cemetery and we can check it out. There's apparently mass graves of 25,000 bodies in it. I just walked in and I'm already not liking what the wall says. You won't make it out. This place is creepy though. Yeah, already, this is actually way different than all the other ones. All the other ones were kind of like in better shape and condition. This one seems like it's actually been like fucked with. Well, I found the upstairs. Is there a basement? Oh, that's like a creepy little crawl space. Yeah, and just like all the other buildings, I'm not expecting this one to have anything crazy in it in terms of furniture, but this one is supposed to be the worst one when it comes to the history of all the abuse that happened in these asylums. I'm finna come. Story of my life. Yo, this hallway goes down so long. I didn't even realize that. Now, one of the main reasons why we wanted to come to this building, as I told you guys in the beginning, is because of the actual morgue that's down below. At least we think it's down below. I don't know, we just seen a video about it. Now, we did film the white building, and to my knowledge, and we did some research online, no one has ever been in the white building, which is where the fire police are right now. Because we drove by this morning and there was a fire police there. I don't know why. So it's a good thing we were not in there when they showed up. But this building here, there are videos about this one, and that's how we know the morgue is in here. Oh, creepy. This is the elevator. There's a door? What? That makes no sense. There must have been a staircase here at one point. Elevator and staircase. Oh, cool. This is the main entrance right here. So whenever you would get admitted or forcibly admitted in here, you would come through this area here. You would come through this area here, which is the main entrance, which I will not go out. Yeah, that's so cool. Look at this, guys. Columns are still here. All that stuff is here. This looks like it was probably the areas where the patients would live. These little tiny rooms, which are pretty much kind of destroyed right now. And I am kind of speaking on the low side this morning, and it's only because there's an active business on the other side of that hallway, like a little tiny house that has an active business, which is weird, right? But this is what you can expect to see from the doors of what these rooms looked like back then. They had little peepholes, so it's not like they were free to come and go as they wanted, depending on the severity of how, you know, mentally ill some of these people were. I mean, I'm guessing some of them were, but I don't think everybody was. I think back then they just labeled you as mentally ill for doing the weirdest thing. Now a lot of these weird things are actually accepted in normal society, which, you know, some of these things, yeah, you probably should be in one of these places, but back then they used to lie because the government would pay doctors and the doctors would, you know, do experiments. And there was like a big money scheme going on back in those days. It probably still happens. You know, you give money to a doctor, take this patient, you do this to this patient, money goes back to this hand. I mean, it all revolved around money. It looks like this is kind of like an outside drive up court area, maybe to drop off a patient. I don't know. We'll take a look at that later at the end. If you're wondering where Carlo is, he's not with me. He's actually upstairs. I do like to split off in places like this, especially when they're really big. I don't like it when people are following me around, you know, kind of stuck to me. I just like to do my own thing, and it makes the adventures a little bit more scarier too. What on earth are these ones? Don't know if what I heard was water droplets. Could have been. There's water in here. Yeah, that was it. I thought I heard somebody walking on this floor. I'm supposed to be the only one here. Now it's weird. We've been here for like 3-4 days. We haven't seen it rain. Yet there's water in here for some reason. No clue where it's coming from. This might have been like a kitchen area, cafeteria. Oh, cool. Oh, I found the morgue. This is the morgue. This ain't no damn kitchen. Oh my God. Wait, is this the morgue? No, this ain't the morgue. What are these oven looking things though? From a hospital that I went to in Washington, D.C. recently, I learned that these had nothing to do with morgue stuff and that these were actually sterilizing machines. A lot of you guys in the comments were like, you idiot, these aren't morgue things. These aren't fridges to put babies and people in them. These are actually to sterilize equipment, medical equipment. But what are those? All right, so it looks like I found the basement. That probably goes down to the morgue. But I'm gonna save that till the end because I wanna go and see what's up on these other floors first, and then I'll make my way back down. There are people outside. I can hear people talking. I don't know if it's security or cops or just random people that live nearby, but I gotta be a bit more cautious on how loud I can talk. Oh, cool, this is really lit up. This right here was the outdoor area for the patients. This is the freedom that they would give them. Sit them out here in the sun. Back then, when tuberculosis was a thing, they used to put patients out in these rooms because the cure to tuberculosis, turns out it was the sun. And they'd put them out in these rooms and they'd let them sit in the sun for a little while. And that used to help. I just don't get where all this water is coming from. Like, we've been here for days and we haven't seen rain. And it doesn't look like dirty water, it just looks like fresh water kind of. Yeah, all these rooms are probably gonna be empty. These are actually, they actually still have the doors with the window. The only freedom you would get in that window there. That's insane. What the hell is this thing? Oh, what the hell? I've never seen anything like this. This is a toilet? Maybe a toilet or something. Don't know how the hell you would use it. I've never seen anything like this before. I heard like a growling. I heard like a growling of some sort. I'm not sure what it was. Why am I so freaked out right now? It's not even dark. Oh, cool, guys. Check this out. This must have been the area where the guards would sit and monitor the hallways at nighttime and in the daytime. So there was probably a lot of activity here at one point in time. Look at the cupboards and the cabinets that they had. This old green. That's kind of what I have in the RV, this kind of color. And this is what the elevator door looked like at one point. It had some glass in it. It's all metallic, so it's all rusted now. Hey, look at this. They actually had a slide for the patients. So if you want to have fun and slide, you can go from the second to the first floor easily through here. I guarantee you there's gonna be some dumbasses out there watching this video that are not gonna get my sarcasm, because I am very sarcastic all the time. And they're not gonna understand that that's actually a laundry chute and not a slide. I can totally see them right now. Oh my God, he's an idiot. That's a laundry chute, not a slide, blah. Fucking idiots, I love it. I love idiots sometimes. There's a lot of idiots out there. I'm not saying you guys are idiots, but there are idiots that come and comment dumb shit because they're just idiots. Wait, do I hear something electrical running? What is that sound? Oh, it's the generator from the other building, which is probably active. And that's why the generator is running. All right, this is interesting. This is a split I don't remember seeing when I was downstairs. Let's go check it out. It just goes that way now. The eeriness of being alone here is driving me kind of crazy, to be honest. What the hell is this thing? Looks like an atomic bomb over here. This is actually probably one of those sterilizers. Yeah, it is actually. This is one of those sterilizers that you see in the wall, and they sterilize equipment with it. That's what the insides of it would look like. I've never seen that, so this is kind of cool. And then you had another one. I think these were also sterilizers. Definitely not the morgue. Yeah, definitely not the refrigerators where they kept the bodies. I actually see something really cool. I feel like I'm being followed. I actually see something really cool at the end of the hallway. Oh, this is a creepy part of the building. That's probably an elevator in here, I think. Or, nope, a creepy staircase. What? It just keeps going. And going and going and going. This part of the asylum looks absolutely terrifying. Whoa. What the hell is this thing? I don't even know what the hell this thing is, guys. Like, what was something, like, what is this machine used for? It looks like a kitchen item, but I highly doubt it was. This wasn't a damn kitchen, this was a damn asylum. This part of the asylum is actually pretty clean. Sort of. It's almost like it got swept by someone. Okay, I'm on the 3rd floor now. I haven't heard from Carlo in a bit. I'm kind of getting worried about him because I don't hear him anywhere. Maybe he's up here? What was this used for? Oh, this must have been where they did surgeries. Oh my God. thought I just heard something. I'm freaking out right now. Yeah, so this is definitely different than all the other shit that we've seen in here. This was most likely the operating room where they would operate. And I was right. Look at that, they got the arm for the lights and the electrical that would be here. This room has seen many deaths, by the way. A lot of people have actually probably died here. A lot of people probably were abused here as well. Like there was probably so much bad shit that happened in here. Now, I've said this in the previous videos, the doctors were exposed by a reporter from Atlanta for basically practicing on people that didn't need surgery. Some of the doctors were operating in a drunk manner, probably under drugs as well. The security guards that were here were also always drunk all the time. This place became exposed, and then the governor of Georgia actually started an investigation into the practices, which ended up, forcing this place to shut down. And it didn't shut down like in the old days. This place shut down in like modern times, in the early 2000s. So it's crazy that this place was left to go on for so long, built in the 1870s, and all these years, over 100-something years, just committing atrocities on people that were actually in here. Like I said, 25,000 souls apparently killed or died in here, and they're buried nearby. Yeah, it looks like there's another surgery room over here. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm not gonna go into it. Oh, look, that's where they had the big machine up top. You know what, I will go into this. That was probably the X-ray board up there. You can see the wires coming out of it. And then this was the machine that, God knows what it did, maybe a big light or something. Yeah, this building is definitely giving off like terrible energy. If you don't know what a lobotomy is, it's a really bad thing they used to do to people. These rooms were pretty much lobotomy rooms. For all we know, they did their electric shock in here as well, because they were torturing and abusing some of these patients with electric shock and with something called insulin shock as well. I don't know what the fuck they did to people back then, but I don't think any of it worked. But yeah, this one is a unique one. I've never seen one like this. This is probably where a whole different bunch of things were. It's not a fan, that's for sure. And again, this is probably the X-ray screen. It had lights in the background. They put the X-ray up top and you'd be able to see that. But look at how creepy these doors look. Oh my goodness. I think there might be one more, or this is just a closet. I gotta tell you guys, it feels good to be out of this area. That was kind of creepy. It's just, you could feel the energy. Like I have this thing where I can feel the energy. A lot of people can do too, but I feel it a little bit more. And like being in there, I just felt depression, anxiety, fear. This is not a good place to be. I bet it's mega haunted at nighttime. I love the fact that I can see my RV from here all the way down there. Something bad just happened. I just stepped on a rusty nail and it's stuck in my foot, in my shoe, and I cannot pull it out. Oh, this fucking sucks. Oh shit. Yeah, it's in there deep. God damn it. This is like my 10th rusty nail on my adventures. All right, let's try to get this thing off. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Okay, good. It didn't go in all the way, thank God. It just like went in a little bit. I've had some that have gone in all the way and just pulled them out. This one did make it into my shoe. As you guys can see that. There it is. Rusty McRusty. A little bit painful, but it ain't no thing, guys. I've had it way worse. I had a rusty nail go through my foot one time and come out the other way through the bone when I was a kid, and I just walked it off. So it's not my first rusty nail, and it probably won't be the last, but I think I'll be fine. I thought it actually went in deeper, but I think because it was in my shoe and touching my skin, and when I was walking, it was trying to penetrate more. So that's why I was limping. Not because I was in pain, but because I just didn't want it to go in deeper. Good as new. Yeah, I know. coming down to the door. I think they're coming to seal that door where we came in. Let's go out from this side. There are 2 guys inside of there. It's the same guys from that fire van. We saw them inside. We ran down to the basement and we got out of a window from the basement. That was a close one. 2 guys literally walked in. Oh my God, this Carlo's still coming out. That was fucking close. What the fuck? Yeah, they're coming out. One of them's wearing green. Oh shit. I'm just making it look like I'm chilling here at the park. Fuck, that was a close one, guys. There they are over there. 1 gray shirt and 1 green shirt. Just go. They came out of the front door and they went straight to the road. They didn't see I was hiding behind the tree. I don't think they saw you though. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So I decided to fly my drone to see if I can find the security guards. And lo and behold, what do we have here? They are searching the premises looking for me. Don't worry, Mr. Sheriff guy. I've got my eyes on you. I see you coming up there. He's got something weird and red in his hand. The guy in the green shirt, you can tell he's got a sheriff's badge on his neck. Once he turns around, it looks like he's got a gun in a holster as well. You guys look closely to his right hip. He's got a gun. So this guy might be an all-in-one. He might be like a sheriff, might be the fire suppression guy, might be the maintenance guy. There he is looking up at me. And look at that. He has a badge and you can see it on his neck. Now the other guy in the gray shirt, I think he was just a friend that was walking around with him. This is a better view. You guys can actually see he's got a gun on his side. So I don't know. Was this guy security? He kind of walks like a cop, right? Yeah, he knows I'm watching him.
Adventure is over. Oh my God, we almost got caught. 2 guys, green shirt, gray shirt. Those were the same guys that were inside of the white building, which obviously we filmed yesterday. It was wide open. So I think these guys, what they're doing is they're going around making sure these buildings are like closed tight. That one had a door that was wide open, which is what got their attention because I was watching them from behind the wall. And they were just sitting there having their lunch break. And they looked over, they seen the door was wide open, which is how it was when we got there. And then I guess when they saw that, they're like, oh, let's go and investigate. That's when we took off running. I went down the basement, I got out of a window. If I hadn't seen that window, they probably would have caught us. I don't know what would have happened, honestly. I would have just like talked my way out of it or punched my way out of it, I don't know. But I think we've stayed our welcome here in this town. With this whole few days we've been here, we assumed there was no security, nothing. And look at that, they eventually showed up. Smash the like button. I would have loved to show you guys the actual morgue. He actually found it somewhere downstairs. I didn't get to make it there. The basement looked like it had stuff in it too as I was running through it. But you know what, it is what it is. I wonder if their van is still there. Oh yeah, there's the van. Are they back out there?
The heat got turned up in this area. We're about to get the hell out of Georgia. I think we overstayed our welcome. Literally, those security guards inside, guys, we filmed them on the drone. I filmed them on the drone after we left. We just flew the drone and started just pissing them off. And then they got in their vehicle and I guess they were searching the property for us with the vehicle because they weren't security. That's a fire suppression company. But I guess because it's such a small town, they probably carry a different role. It makes no sense to me, but they were inside that building looking for us and they seen us and we seen them and we got the hell out of there. But just fly I love doing that. Sometimes I do that and I don't put it in my videos. Like when security shows up, I'll fly my drone after and I'll just start trolling them with my drone. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do that because they think that you're still on the property, but you're not. They probably thought we were still inside the building and they probably got tired of walking around it. Yeah, but we're getting out of here right now. We just gassed up, filled up some water. It's time to head back. Do you ever stop coughing during my fucking videos? Do you ever stop coughing? Maybe if you stop smoking 20 cigarettes a fucking day.
I just smoke something else.
You probably do. God damn, this guy coughs non-stop in my goddamn videos. Yeah, stop sucking. Weird.
I have a scenario about this.
You don't have any scenario.
When we seen them first enter the building, we seen the flashlights on the other side of the corridor.
That was them.
Do you think they seen us and they knew we were trying to escape?
No, because we had our lights off. But then when we walked into the middle, they probably seen us. Anyways, it's funny how when he's talking, he's not coughing, but when I'm talking, he's coughing nonstop. This is one of the many reasons why I like to walk away from him inside of abandoned places, because he's always got something stuck in his damn throat. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna hit the road, head back towards Canada. I don't think we'll be in Canada today, maybe tomorrow. I miss my family, I miss everybody, and I can't wait to see them. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this awesome adventure. I'll see you on the next one.